Days after TPS came to an end, a district court judge in Washington, D.C. is yet to make termination effective, more than a month after the U.S. Supreme Court's ruling. This has left an estimated 350,000 Haitian migrants across the nation, including thousands in Springfield, to make a decision. 2 News reporter Julian Jackson joins us live now after speaking with an immigration attorney. Julian, what options now do Haitians have?
Hey, Lauren, so there are many alternatives. I mean, there are several at the very least, but it is important to note that today the Department of Homeland Security made public that they are wanting to go after a nationally recognized immigration attorney for what they call falsifying documents on his client's behalf, and that he's submitting those for their asylum claims. Now, they're trying to fine him up to $500,000. I believe $470,000 is that exact number. Now, I talked to a local immigration attorney, says she does recommend that people apply for asylum, but it just, you have to make sure that it is proven through documentation.
Religion, membership in a particular social group, national origin, political opinion, or torture convention.
Karen Denise Bradley is the owner of Bradley and Associates. She says if asylum claims do not have proper documentation supporting persecution in a home country, the claim may not be granted.
Establish that the child cannot return to his or her home country. The child has been abandoned or neglected or abused by parents or family members with whom that child may have lived.
Other options include applying for special immigrant juvenile status with the juvenile court.
A parent, a child over the age of 21 who could petition for their parents, or a family member who may be able to file a family-related petition.
If a family member is a U.S. citizen, they could also help someone stay in the U.S. legally. While these are alternatives, Karen recommends people are educated on what direction they should go next. The Department of Homeland Security recently cracking down on false asylum claims, now hoping to find an immigration attorney accused of filing on his client's behalf. A statement from DHS reads in part, quote, "Fraudulent asylum claims threaten the safety of the American people, undermine our immigration system, and delay the removal of dangerous criminal illegal aliens. Under President Trump and Secretary Mullen, we will hold attorneys like this accountable and put an end to the practice of defrauding and abusing our immigration system." End quote. Karen Bradley says it's all up to the individual.
Do you do the self-deport app and take your chances rather than remaining in the United States and being detained and sent to another country? Those are the things that they will have to weigh.
Now, Karen Bradley does recommend that anyone who is living in the U.S. and may have lost TPS or just simply has questions about their legal status to reach out to an immigration attorney to get those questions answered and hopefully move towards some sort of a resolution that would allow for them to stay in the U.S. legally a little bit longer. Live in Springfield, Julian Jackson, 2 News.
Thanks, Julian. A new entry has been filed by the Haitian Legal Defense and Education Fund in the U.S. District Court for Washington, D.C. The organization is asking the court to maintain the injunction blocking the termination of TPS, or at minimum mandate a 90-day pause on all deportations to Haiti. They ask that the court reevaluate the safety conditions in Haiti during the 90 days.